And here we are, in Tuliolol, prepared to do some healering. Today I'm on Hehemo. Wow, his shit is off kilter. Hold on. A lot of his stuff is bigger simply because, you know, he's a Lala, so I want it to be bigger that way. Lower this down a bit. And shrink this inside. And... oh, wait. Almost got it. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Wait. Alright, fuck it. Close it off. Okay, cool. Got it all set up now, I think. Okay. So now, let us go and do the healer side quest with this really big fucking UI. In the sting of things, Neopine, I think that's how you say it. Neopine's gaze is transfixed upon the crowds until he spies you. What business do you have with me? I heard you need a healer, buddy. Ah, my apologies. You were Brook-Evu's guest, were you not? I'm Neopine, and I have journeyed far from the northern valleys of Shok-Taral to reach this grand city. Tell me, traveler, what is your name? I'm Hehemo Fenmish. Hehemo. Rest assured I shall remember it. A shame that we must meet under these unfortunate circumstances. My village's prized possession was among the treasure stolen by the passage of the Unbound. It is known as the Heartstring, and the soul of a dread scorpion, one of a Taral Vidral, is sealed within. The creature once hunted its prey using an array of toxins produced from within its body, and was a menace to all. Those granted the Heartstings gifts may wield this fearsome power as they see fit. We believe the thieves have already taken it across the ocean to Eorzea, will doubtless wreak havoc in the wrong hands. Thus I seek a healer to remedy any harm wrought by the Heartsting's toxins in that faraway land. I won't mince words. You're precisely the sort of man I seek. We must act quickly to avoid the worst. Will you lend us your aid? Aiding those in need is what I do best. You have my gratitude. To the matter at hand, then. While I was making inquiries here in Tuliolol regarding the thieves' whereabouts, some Eorzean merchants told me a rather intriguing tale. Specifically, those returning from Limsa Lominsa bring fell tidings. Tales of able-bodied men and women suddenly losing their vision. An all too familiar account, as a Heartsting allows mastery over all manner of poisons, including those that inflict temporary blindness. A great deal of training is required to properly utilize the Scorpion's gifts, but the blinding toxin is one of the simplest to wield. It seems to me the brigands are the masterminds of these strange incidents, harnessing the treasure's power for their own nefarious ends. Loshkana, the village elder's daughter, makes for Limsa Lominsa in pursuit of the Heartsting. I intended to set sail with her, but my foot was badly injured by a strange mechanical doll during the thieves' ambush. Loshkana insisted I remain here to recover. She would not take no for an answer. I must ask that you cross the sea in my stead and provide Loshkana your aid. Considering that our enemy wields deadly poisons, the danger is too great for her to face alone. Based on when she departed, I assume she arrived at her destination by now. She boarded a merchantman, captained by a woman named Balbrida, who is primarily based in Limsa Lominsa. She may be able to help you locate Loshkana. Okay. To Limsa Lominsa. Also, don't mind if a bunch of like boxes and other things are cut off by the little sensor that I got. It just happens. Okay, all the way over at the other end. Yeah, like the map box there for Ethernet travel. It happens. Balbrida. I am Balbrida,
And if you're planning to sell your healing services to me and my crew, don't. My ship ain't setting sail for a short while. I'm actually looking for another person named Loshkana. Eh? Looking for a Terali woman named Loshkana. Aye, she made the crossing with us. Tried to retrieve some sort of treasure, as I recall. Well, the Hawker's Alley was the best bet for the latest chatter, so you may find her wandering thereabouts. Keep an eye out for a Huron lass in a red tunic carrying a spear on her back. She's kind of gone too far. We got a lot of those, though. Limsa's a hot place all the time. That really does not narrow it down. Oh, right, I should probably do that too while I'm doing this. Others. Completely forgot this. Oh. She's even left fucking Hawker's Alley and started going down the fucking catwalks. We're gonna get robbed. Our question is she above me or below me? She's above me. I can always jump down if I need to, right? There she is. Hey, are you Loshkana? Oh, hello there, stranger. Can I help you? I'm looking for Loshkana. Niapine sent you to help, did he? As I've hit something of a dead end, your timing couldn't be better. I suppose proper introductions are in order then. I'm Loshkana of Shok Taral, and you are? Hehemo Fenmish of Healer fame. Pleasure to meet you, Hehemo. With that, we're strangers no longer. I'm not sure how much Niapine's already told you, but I assume you'll want to hear more about the day of the theft. My father and Niapine had just set a trap using one of the Heartsting's toxins. We're on their way to return the treasure to its resting place. But an evil presence stirred in the wilds that night. Mechanical dolls with great glowing eyes leapt from the shadows and gravely wounded them both. My father survived the encounter, thankfully, but he was unable to give chase, and convalesces now in my home village. The culprit's faces eluded him in the darkness, but he heard two voices, a man and a woman's. He recognized neither, so we are certain they aren't from our village. Whoever those two were, they must have been the ones controlling the dolls before making off with the heartstring. Rook Evu said they're part of the Passage of the Unbound, but I'm afraid that's all I know of the culprits. Still, that may change if I can ascertain the cause of the recent blinding incidents that have occurred here. Fortunately, I haven't had much luck asking around. The thought of addressing even one person here is, well, overwhelming, when you're from a remote village like mine. The few I've attempted to speak with were too busy to even listen in the first place. You, on the other hand, look ready to take on the world, or at least the city. I'm sorry to ask this of you so soon after we've met, but could you help me gather the latest hearsay at the markets? Of course. Many, many thanks. I'll search the quieter districts for clues in the meantime. Hopefully not get myself lost along the way. Alright. Let's do some information gathering. Here's Weinberg. You know anybody about blind people?
The recent chaos in the markets. Well, the Yellow Jackets have been thoroughly investigating the matter in cooperation with the Adventurers Guild. If you're in a hurry, there's a Yellow Jacket making rounds by the way of the Fishermen's Guild. It'd be a good one to ask.
I wonder if it's Milala. Milala? Is that her name again? I don't remember. I think it's Milala, right? For, someone who's part of the, Rogue's Quest line.
Blinding incidents? I know of them. Started with some bad fruit in the stall in Hawker's Alley. A few bites in, and folks suddenly start going writhing on the ground, like beach sea serpents, claiming they can't see a bloody thing. Don't blame her for raising hells with the shopkeep neither. Poor sods couldn't move an ill until the treatment came and they could see properly. The shopkeep was rightly furious about the whole ordeal. He took it up with his longtime supplier. It escalated into a real spectacle, it did. Turns out the same problem was occurring at other stalls, and with fruit from different suppliers. It don't make sense to pin the blame on individual sellers. The whole supply chain's tainted. Even now, nobody knows what's causing it. Grim business, I tell you. Somebody's screwing around.
But it definitely sounds... But there's two of them here, and that's what's really interesting. A man and a woman. I'd suspect it's just the one of them. Rose. Why, yes, I know about the blinding incident. I experienced it firsthand. I was rather peckish, so I purchased some fruit from a local stall and took a few bites on my way home. Before I knew it, my vision went dark. I stood there, shaking and crying, terrified of what would happen if the darkness never faded. I thought I was alone, till I heard a woman nearby howling with laughter. Fortunately, I didn't suffer for long. A passing adventure cured my sight with Esena, went about the rest of my day as though nothing happened, but I haven't been able to look at fruit the same way since. Your investigation of Hawker's Alley has proven successful. You sense there is more to be found. Seek out the Yellow Jacket on patrol, who may have further details on the blinding incidents. Alright, to the Fisherman's Guild.
Ah, my good old stomping grounds.
Sunny Yellow Jacket. 12 be good. You're Hehema Fenmish, aren't you? The Hehema Fenmish. It's an honor to meet the realm's vaunted hero up close. Is there aught I can assist you with? There are all sorts on my rounds, so if it's information you're after, you've come to the right person. I'm wondering if you know anybody... Ah, yes, the serial blindings. They're causing a terrible ruckus around here. You know, a woman in red came this way a few moments ago to ask about the very same. I take it you two are acquainted.
We are indeed.
Ha! I thought so. As I told her, another incident was reported yesterday morning. The victim bought fruit from a local vendor, took a few bites, and temporarily lost all vision. Same as the rest. The vendor in question was last seen to the south of the Octon, so I'm headed there next to follow their trail. You're welcome to join me if it'll help your investigation. To the Octon, huh? That is apparently not where I thought it was. Over here. Okay, so just up the stairs. And there I was, thinking it was near the Arcanist Guild. Arcanist Guild is known as Malvan's Gate. Okay, Malvan. That's why I got it wrong. Do, 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 do. Alright, what's going on here? Ailing citizen. Can't move. Hey, Mo. Is this man going to be alright? He's paralyzed. We've got to do something. But I have no talent for healing magics. I don't have my spine drops on me either. Perhaps Esena might do the trick.
Leeches.
I'm healed? I'm healed! Oh, thank the 12. And you lot, of course. Excellent work, Hehemo. On behalf of the Yellow Jackets, I owe you my thanks as well. Now, I hate to ruin the mood, but I'll need to report this to my superiors. Could you tell us what transpired here before we found you, sir?
It was awful. Just awful, I tell you.
I was walking home after another arduous day at work, minding my own business, when a Lalafell merchant suddenly called out to me. "You, my good man, look exhausted," he said. "Why not soothe your weary spirit and fill your empty belly with one of the realm's sweetest apples? You've earned it. Nay, you deserve it." It was a tempting sales pitch, but I wasn't keen to gamble on potentially cursed fruit. Sensing my apprehension, he proudly declared his merchandise safe to eat. He sounded sincere enough. He even took a bite of the apple himself. "No tainted fruit here," he boasted. "Just normal, honest-to-God's produce." They took the fruit he bit himself? He sold me the apple at a reasonable discount, and all seemed well. Bro, you ate after him? That is, until I took my first bite, and numbness spread through my body like wildfire. I collapsed to the ground, struggling to speak a single word. The vendor and his fruit had certainly betrayed me, yet I knew not how. As I fell, a woman's shrill laughter echoed from a few yams away, actually, and the vendor soon followed. Never saw the woman for myself, what with the whole not being able to move business. but between her laughing fits and she made mention of a heart sting or some such. Oh, you poor dear. And this woman you mentioned, you're positive she spoke the word heart sting? Sure as the wind blows. For mercy, neither she nor her vendor friend tried to steal my belongings. They've certainly stolen my dignity. I hope those conniving charlatans get what's coming to them. This is dangerous fruit we're dealing in. First blindness, now paralysis. First things first, I should escort this man home. If you've in mind to pursue the perpetrators further, then have care out there, alright? There's no doubt about it then. Our thieves are at large, right here in Limsa Lominsa. The blinding toxin's simple enough to master, but it's unsettling how quickly they've learned how to inflict paralysis as well. I just don't see what their purpose this all serves. Be able to learn anything of their motives. Not too much, besides, they take pleasure in their victim's pain. But nothing more. At least, nothing more that we know of. Whatever the true aim may be, we must discover it quickly, before more victims suffer at their hands. A hunter must adapt to their environment if they wish to snare their prey. I have so much to learn about this place. Still, I've tracked them this far, which is a good start. For the time being, I'd like to petition those officers in yellow for any new information they acquire on the Heartsting's whereabouts. When we come across any promising leads. I hope I can count on your support again. Yeah. What level is this? Level 92. Loshkana seeks a word of advice. Say, Hamo, can you spare a moment?
For what? What you need?
I'll try to start on a positive note, then. The good news is that there have been no further incidents involving poison fruit. I should be happy about that. It's not exactly conducive to tracking down our thieves. Despite my best efforts, my investigation's at a standstill. This is troublesome. Hey, Mo! I bring news from the Coral Tower. A Lalafellan man matching the description of that fruit vendor was seen leaving the city with a Huron woman. It seems they were making for Aleport. We've increased patrols of late, so if I had to guess, the culprits are finding it harder to operate within the city. It seems we forced them to withdraw for the time being. Aleport, you say? That's on this island, isn't it? Yes, that's right. It's possible to go on foot, but the ferry by the Fisherman's Guild can take you straight there. While we Yellowjackets must continue to keep an eye on things here, it's reassuring to know an adventurer of Hehema's caliber is on the case. If you plan to pursue the suspects, Alepport's your best bet. Good. That said, I should get back to work. It was an honor to meet you and your friend, Hehemo. Safe travels to you both. Give those crooks a good thrashing for me. Siege Protectors place so much trust in your abilities. I'm lucky to have you on my side. When I first set sail for Eorzea, I fear I'd never see the Heartsting again, but we're one step closer to bringing it home. In the event, best find our way to the port town before that pair of troublemakers defiles another fruit supply. I'll go on ahead and take the ferry. Meet me in Aleport once you're ready. Aleport it is. Not too many people know about this, about taking the ferry skipper to Aleport. I guess enough people know. Yep, I'm riding with you to Aleport. Ugh. There you are, Hehemo. You're a welcome sight among such unfamiliar scenery. The ferry skipper was eager to teach me all about this area on the ride here, so I believe I have a general idea of what's what. Wouldn't want to lose my bearings on a hunt this important. I asked him about our merchants. He said he hadn't seen a pair like that. The skipper did mention another merchant, though, one who's well versed in the comings and goings of his fellow traders. If anyone sighted our unlikely duo, it's him. Let's hope it's enough to put us on the culprit's trail again. The merchant we seek should be peddling his wares by the gates to Skull Valley, so let's start there. All the way to Skull Valley, huh? Short jaunt away, but fair enough. Oh. Matches the skipper's description. I think we found a merchant.
Yeah, can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for a Lalafell and a Huron lady.
A Lalafell and a Huron are traveling together. I spied him, though I'd never seen him before. He certainly made an impression. They sold some potions and elixirs to a pair of fresh-faced adventurers, on the cheap, from what I could tell.
Those merchants really are our culprits, and those potions most likely tainted with toxins. Oh God, can't speak.
Toxins, you say? That don't bode well. The adventurers who bought them, a marauder named Wilstrom and a conjurer named Zarig, they already left for their next job. Said they were escorting one of the local farmers over to Swift Perch. Good lads, the two of them. Been making life easier for the small folk here ever since they arrived. I'd hate to see something happen to them. Someone needs to warn them about those potions right quick.
Leave this to us. Swift Perch is southeast of here, yes? Let's find them before the poison takes hold.
Away we go. On Ark.
Wow. The lighting engine definitely helps this place out a lot. What? K-R? K-A?
Take those dickheads. Art of War. It's a gain on 2 still. Hopefully it stays that way for the rest of the expansion. Excuse me?
Whatever. Then guard Hamo, we're being watched. I can't stop these blasted hiccups. You better aid Walsum.
Thank the gods you found us when you did. Those potion sellers must have swindled us. One draught of elixir was all it took to send Zirig into the most furious fit of hiccups I've ever seen. Poor bastard couldn't cast a single spell. Why are you calling a poor bastard?
The Heartsting's toxins are at work here. We should be able to cleanse them with Essena, just like last time.
I'm sorry. Did you say... Ah, sorted. We'll have plenty of time to chat after Zirig stops hiccuping up a storm. I hate to ask more of you, but could you cast Essena on my partner? Be much appreciated.
That's right. Keep watchful eye.
I can speak again. You have my thanks. Bloody hells. First we waste our hard-earned coin on poison potions, and now they're killing mammoths on the loose. What's the world coming to?
Who goes there? Show yourself! Oh me, oh my. Our spear-wielding friend is sharp of eye.
You're the frauds from Airport!
Why, yes, and watching your scrawny compatriot suffer was the highlight of our day. I admit the potion was meant to silence him, but hiccups? Source comedy at its finest. Perhaps the elixir reacted with the venom. Regardless, we had our fill of fun from the results, so I shan't complain. Venom? Then you must be the thieving cowards in the passage of the Unbound. Oh, my sweet fairy apple, you know us. I suppose that means we're famous. I can't believe it. Oh, who am I kidding? Yes, I can. Indeed, I am the passage of the unbound alchemist extraordinaire, the illustrious Elrete, and I'm so very, very pleased to make your acquaintance. Kokonoa, at your service, Elrete's helping hand and master of mammoths. Your garb is ever so familiar to me, my dear. Don't tell me. You hail from that tiny little village in Tyrol, don't you? My goodness, you've come a long way. How was the voyage? Enjoying the sights? Enough! You've got a lot of explaining to do, starting with the reason you took the heart sting. Is this part of your organization's grand scheme? Well, the apple bites back. 'Tis true that my unbound compatriots harbor lofty ambitions, yes, but I have no interest in overthrowing nations. I merely crave the mires of chaos they promised me. I aim to bring more laughter into this dreary world, one mischief and a few handy poisons at a time. Kokonoa and I are having oodles of fun expanding our repertoire of toxic treats. Yet there's no greater kill to our thrills than a healer who can whisk our hard work away. Unless, of course, I master a toxin even he can't cure. Ooh, I do love a challenge. Now, I hate to leave you, my dears, but our work here is done, and we have a busy schedule ahead of us. Mammoths to mend, venomous misdeeds to master. Ta-ta for now. No! Wait, damn you! Hit it back. Oh, that stench! Smells like a corpse just shot itself. This odor is too much to bear. Take me home to the 12-wood Weislam. The air is clear there.
Oh, no. Don't you dare give up on me, Zareg. We still got a job to do. Must keep our client waiting any longer, but we're in your debt. Thank you again for everything, Miss,
Loshkana. And this here is Hehemo. Please take care of each other out there. As much as I'd like to track down the Unbound, I know better than to tread further into territory without a plan. For now, I think it best we return to Limsa Lominsa. Sounds like a plan. Where's going to be our meetup point?
That's the real question now.
Oh. So near the Sage quest. Okay. This is where you first pick it up anyhow. Oh, Loshkana. Thank you for the support back there, Hehemo. Esna truly does work wonders. And that Elrete. Can't stop thinking about what she said. Blood boils. And this is all some sick game to her. Dare she toy with the heartsting for her own amusement? Honestly, even the youngest children in my village have more sense. Still, we did make progress. Now that the villains have revealed themselves, it'll be easier to give chase when they choose to make their next move. In any case, I'll keep you apprised of the latest news as soon as I hear it. We'll be back to the hunt before long. The next one level me up? Because they're giving me like 1 million, right? Yeah. So the next one gets me close. Okay. It only gives me 400k alongside with it. Interesting. Okay, so I may end up just throwing away the 98 Westline XP. Whatever. Loshkana is staring wistfully into the horizon. Oh. It's you, Hehemo. You'll have to forgive the dour mood. I don't understand it. How is it that Elrete and Kokonoa can so grandiosely reveal their names and identities, but I remain unable to track them down? I'm following the latest hearsay, but I haven't had much luck. Not a soul seen them since the incident with Weiselum and Zareg. To say I've given up entirely. Now that they know I'm on their trail, I suspect they're using my unfamiliarity with this island to their advantage. I dare say they're lying low outside the city. I propose a trip to the Morby dry docks. Folk here often speak of it, but I've yet to go there myself, so it seems as good a place as any. If you're game, I'll meet you there.
I'm game for everything.
For the dry docks.
I should probably check on my outlet at some point in time. High-strung shipwright.
Where in the hells could he have gone?
Ah, there you are, Hahemo. While I was waiting for you, this fellow came asking for help.
Sorry to trouble you, but me little brother's gone missing. I could use a hand finding him. He said he wanted to see the ships I made, so I started showing him around. The next thing I knew, he was gone. Let's probably got himself lost.
That poor dear. I know we still have Heartsting to consider, but I'd like to search for this man's brother, if that's all right with you.
Sure.
Much appreciated. I'm sure we'll find him all the faster with your help.
Yeah, me thanks. My brother wouldn't say boo to a goose, so I doubt he'd leave the docks on his own. Got a mop of red hair like mine, so you'll know him when you see him.
Keep an eye out. I know you're itching to search for him as well, but could I ask you to wait here in case he comes back? Let's split it up so we can cover more ground. Good luck.
Time to search. Apparently there's one spot on the map. Probably did not leave this door open. I just bring it to the other side, okay. Hey, what's wrong, kid?
I'm scared. Where are you? Hey, it's okay. I'm right here. You're here to take me back to my brother? Count on me. You found the little one, Hamo. I'm so glad he's safe. I just wanted to see the ships my brother was working on. I thought I could see him better from higher up, but I lost my way. Sounds like you've had quite the adventure. But you were very brave today. I'll tell you a secret. Even grown-ups get lost. I have an awful time learning my way around somewhere new, even with a map. Really? I guess I'm not the only one. A smile. We like to see those. Now, your brother's very worried about you. Can you promise me you won't go wandering off on your own again? I promise. I should say sorry to my brother, too. Let's take him back, then.
Everybody here.
Brother!
Brother!
I was worrying myself sick over that little one. They've fallen into the ocean for all we know.
Have they in Limsa? You probably know how to swim.
Your lifesavers, both of you. You deserve a proper reward, but I ain't got much to offer at the moment.
Oh, we're no need of coin. Just some information if you have it. Have you seen a Huron woman and a Lalafellan man around the docks in recent days? One is an alchemist and the other a goldsmith. They'd likely have a few members with them as well. If not, have you heard any rumors of food or drink that causes ailments when you consume them? Blindness or numbness, perhaps?
Afraid I haven't seen or heard anything like that. Sorry I couldn't be of more help to you.
That's alright. Knowing they haven't been around the docks is equally helpful.
That's good, at least. Praying to the navigator you both find who you're looking for. Hey, brother, the two of us ought to be heading home. Thanks again for everything. Good fortune and safe travels to you both.
Bye-bye.
Still no word of the Unbound. But at least we could help those brothers. Children often let their curiosity guide them. which means they'll naturally wander off on their own adventures. I don't blame that man for worrying as much as he did.
Something tells me you speak from personal experience.
I do, in fact. I'm the oldest sibling in my family. I can't tell you how many times I've had to search for my brothers and sisters when they were growing up. Now that I think on it, I barely even told you about my family, or my village, or anything really. I'd be happy to share a few stories if you'd like. The ocean view here is beautiful, so you may as well enjoy the scenery and relax a bit. Sure. Hey, it's a foggy day. Let's enjoy that. Foggy day going and turning to night. My people hail from the northern valleys of Shoktaral. We're a close-knit community of hunters, for the most part. Children are given spears, or practice ones, before they even learn to walk. We hone our tracking skills from a very young age. Is it that surprising? It seems second nature to me. Then again, I've encountered my fair share of surprises here as well. Our village rests in a nearby sea of poisonous plants and animals. The slightest injury on a hunt can prove deadly. Thus, we believe it prudent to begin our training as early as possible. Yet, no matter how skilled we might become, accidents are inevitable, and the heart sting proves vital to our survival. Not only does it produce poison, it cleanses as well. In the right hands, it can dispel some of the deadliest natural toxins known to mankind. It even purifies the beasts we hunt. In fact, our diet consists of highly venomous creatures, ones that would normally kill a grown adult if ingested. The heart sting allows us to lead a quiet, peaceful life in lands where others dare not tread. It always has. So that's why I never imagined someone like El Rete would take that away from us. When I left, our village food stores were well stocked. I can't bear the thought of my younger brothers and sisters going hungry. I must return the heart sting as soon as I can, for their sakes. I wish to bring back their smiles and make them feel safe again, just as we did for that young boy. In any case, thank you for listening. Thinking of home puts me in good spirits. As long as I remember who and what I'm here for, I'll be alright. I know it. But I've kept you long enough. I think it's time we made our way back to Lominza, don't you? Mm-hmm.
Well, this was a bust.
Huge filler quest line. What the f was this about? Whee. That was a much needed reprieve. But we'll need a plan for our next destination, and soon.
Well now, fancy meeting you here.
It's good to see you two again. What brings you to Lominza?
Not that I'm in port, really. There's a bit of restocking before our next job, but we happened to spot you along the way. We wanted to miss the opportunity to greet our heroes. Client moved and arrived to Swift Perch in one piece, thanks to your timely assistance.
Indeed. I regret that you had to see us in such a pitiable state. We're both grateful for your aid. When last we met, you spoke of pursuing those two charlatans, did you not? Yes, that's right. They stole a precious heirloom from my village, so I'm doing everything in my power to return it to its rightful place.
That's the way of it. Bombastic as those two were, we've not seen hide nor hair of them in the airport since, nor word of any incidents like ours either. I have a feeling they won't stay in the shuttles for long. If we sniff out any suspicious incidents while we are out and about, we'll keep you informed.
I wanted to say no to some extra pair of eyes around the island. I made my base of operations here in the city, so if you hear even a peep about a poison, you know where to find us. And there they go. Well, we never find any whereabouts on El Rete, but I'm glad we had a chance to chat with Wyselum and Wyselum and Zareg on our side. things are looking up. For now, I'll keep in touch with our newfound allies. Should I hear any news on our culprits, I'll be sure to let you know. "96. Taste of a toxin paradise. Loshkana nearly jumps for joy at the sight of you. Hamo, I'm glad to see you. We've just received word from Weiselum and Zarek. Our culprits have finally been spotted. It seems the thieves headed for Upper Lenosha. I offered to make my way there as soon as I could. Weiselum and Zarek say I should hang back for now. Once they gather enough information, they'll be heading back to Aleport. Let's go and see what news they have to share."
An airport? Good lord.
No sign of Weiselum and Zarek yet. I don't mean to assume the worst, but I admit I am a bit worried. I knew I should have insisted on going. I don't want them injured on my behalf. I say we head out and find them.
Miss Loshkana, terribly sorry for the delay.
Weiselum, Zarek, thank goodness. How did you fare out there? You found Arete and Kokonoa, yes?
We found them all right. Didn't take long for them to find us.
You were set upon by Kokonoa's mammoths. His mechanical menagerie greatly outnumbered us. We may very well have been our end.
Death by mammoths isn't an ideal way to go, mind you, so a retreat was our only option. Cowardly though it might sound, we need to ensure we keep you aware of the culprits' whereabouts. Where they spotted us, they were stuffing their little metal army into a skiff bound for Camp Bronze Lake. Mark my words, they're plotting something new.
Of course, it's entirely possible they seek a quiet route into eastern Lenosha and wish to bypass Bronze Lake instead, but a thorough search of the camp would be wise. Last, the enemy you face is far beyond our capabilities. This is as far as Weiselum and I will be able to go. Sorry we couldn't provide more decisive information. Honestly, I should be the one apologizing. You've risked life and limb for me already. I never meant to push you past your limits.
You needn't dwell on it. We're as eager to bring those criminals to justice as you.
Indeed. We shall at least take pride in knowing we could point you in the right direction. We should take our leave for now. Weiselum and I ran most of the way here. I think I speak for both of us when I say we could use a comfortable chair and a hearty meal. None can gainsay your strength, my friends, but I beg you not to underestimate that of our foe. Go well. May your determination guide you to victory. Yeah. Camp Bronze Lake. The ferry skipper spoke of the place my first time here. We should hurry and seek passage before Arete and Kokonoa elude us again. Hey, that's where everybody goes to get healed by the springs. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Boom. Here we are. What a lovely camp. Now, if I were a half-crazed alchemist with a heart sting and a new scheme up my sleeve, where would I hide? Is it just me, or are there pigs flying? It hurts to laugh. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. To the upper levels, Hamo, quickly! Oh no, she Joker toxined them. poisoning the springs. You truly are the lowest of the low. You flatter me. 'Twas just a little poison, really. As a treat. I'm afraid I couldn't contaminate all the water here, but we're having so much fun with our shiny new hallucinatory toxin. Step away from the springs, Hamo. Now! Protecting the healer, are we? How sickeningly sweet of you. But you ought to watch your step as well, my dear fairy apple, unless you find yourself seeing stars. Or... Oh, Rete. Is aught amiss? Kakanoa, you look absolutely hideous. Or should I say adorable? Why, you're as bonny as a porcelain doll. The hell's you on about? Oh. Very interesting. Yes, very interesting indeed. I believe I may have poisoned myself. Now there's a predicament. And guess what? Do you recall those antidotes I prepared at the base? Because I've forgot to bring them. You are your own worst enemy. Do you know that? I suggest we retreat before you decide to dive headfirst into the springs for fun. Unbound scum! You think we'll allow you to walk free after all the chaos you've caused? Yeah, well... Yes, actually. Have you seen Elrete? She's in no state to contend with you. I've never been one for rough and tumble. Of course, you're welcome to give chase, provided you have no qualms about leaving these poor souls to laugh themselves senseless. Retreat though we must, I would call today a rousing success. But worry not, my dearest butcher of busybodies. We have plenty more tricks in store for you and the entire island. Oh, shit, fuck. Damn it! Oh, cutscene's still going. I don't sense any toxins in the waters anymore. The spring should be safe again. These are both good questions. What will happen to the toxins from here? Seeing as already suffered a taste of her own medicine, I doubt she's mastered much of the Heartsting's power. As such, any poison she produces from it would be relatively weak. Most of her handiwork has already evaporated with the steam. You might compare it to the way those awful unbound smoke bombs dissipate. Thank goodness they do. With capable hands, however, the Heartsting's poison remains active unless dispelled with Essena or some other form of antidote. Its same permanence applies to its cleansing abilities for our food. Now, there's much on my mind, but I think we have bigger problems to address first. Let's make our rounds to the camp, then talk about our next steps. I'm going to have a look around the springs to ensure the toxins are gone for good. Could I ask you to treat any victims you come across? Mm-hmm. Yay, time to just spam Essena. What a fun role quest. Actually using my fucking role abilities. Role actions that we learn. Lurking helper. Ego. Big old glasses. Much appreciated, sir. I wasn't anywhere near the water when it was poisoned, but this toxic steam must have drifted this way. When I heard the rumblings about mysterious mammoths roaming around the camp recently, I was more than a little apprehensive, but I never expected those mammoths' masters would do something so cruel. Your efforts are helping us put this turmoil behind us, and for that you have my thanks. But I can't simply let you administer this aid alone. I should tend to the remaining victims as well. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Befuddled bather. My costume compatriots. They're gone. Farewell, my visions. May you revel on in my memory. They say laughter is the best medicine, though I feel far worse than before. Many thanks for putting an end to it. I think I've earned myself another soak and an extra flagon of mulled wine. Pleasant travels to you, healer. Laugh weary Lalafell. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, thank the gods. I wasn't expecting to nearly laugh myself to death at a place meant for healing. But at least I can breathe easy again. I hear you're chasing after the ones who did this. You're the very brave or very reckless. Well, I'm inclined to assume the former. Anyway, all that laughing has exhausted me, so I might as well take a break from my soak. Thank you again for your kindness. May the Navigator keep you. Well, that's unfortunate. But it looks like I might have held El Rete. He's just wearing a disguise. And we fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. How goes the healing, Hayamo? I healed everybody that I could. Wonderful. I'm glad Esena proved effective. For my part, I've given the springs a thorough look. Toxins have dissipated completely, so the bathers should be safe from here on out. For El Rete and Kokonoa's antics, I've had a moment to reflect on everything. Now that our work is done, do you have a moment to chat? I'm well versed in the numbing and blinding poisons we use in our hunts at home. Something kept troubling me about El Rete's toxin. I've never seen anything like it. I had no idea it even existed among the Scorpion's gifts. El Rete may be inexperienced, but the fact that she's learned to inflict hallucinations is cause for concern. Still, we should try to look on the bright side. She's yet to discover the Heartsting's cleansing properties. Judging by the way she couldn't cure her own ailments, knowing her as we do, I reckon she only has toxic trickery on her mind. Kokonoa, however, handled himself surprisingly well despite his exposure. Do you recall the man in Limsa Lominsa who ate the poison apple? He claimed that Kokonoa took a bite. He never suffered its ill effects. He must have some manner of immunity. But how? The traditional Dunes folk families often drink poison teas to build tolerance. This reminds me of the attempt on the Sultana's life. That's quite the tale. So the real poison was switched for a sedative with similar properties. And as a Dunes folk, she regularly ingested small amounts of toxins to build a resistance against such things, which allowed her to awaken from her coma. I realized Kokonoa might have had that sort of upbringing, but it would certainly explain why El Rete's tricks don't seem to affect him. Few in my village would ever think to consume potentially lethal food or drink without drawing on the Heartsting's power, yet the Dunes folk do it gladly. The more I consider our differing approaches to poison, the more fascinating it becomes. Ooh. I have a feeling the bathers won't want to overhear talk of poison after what they've been through. Well, why don't we continue our discussion in Limsa Lominsa? Like that's any better. Let's do it in a very populated city instead. Alright, this should push me over into 100. I don't know how to feel about these role quests, man. Well, at least I'll get the ability to dye my gear. I know I've been anxious to ascertain our thieves' whereabouts, but things escalated far quicker than I thought. Your presence throughout the whole ordeal was a welcome one, Hemo. What was not so welcome were Elrede's parting words. Whatever she has planned for the whole island, it can't possibly be good. Her acts of mischief have only gotten worse since I arrived in the city. We must take the Heartsting back before she causes any lasting harm. Of course, it was Weiselum and Zaryg's efforts that led us to Elrede. I'll have to thank them when I get the chance. In the meantime, I'll do what I can to track down our unruly thieves and report to you as soon as I'm able. New button. 98. Downed by the river. Okay. Lishkana is carefully planning her next move. And we get some juice. Hey, Hemo. I'm glad you're here. I'm on the cusp of a breakthrough in our search. Or I'd like to think so. This won't come as a surprise, but Elrede and Kukunoe went back into hiding after the Bronze Lake incident. While the grandstanding, I wasn't expecting them to lay low for so long, but I doubt they'll keep it that way. Fortunately, we have prior experience to guide us. Until now, our culprits have traveled all over Vilbrand, and they don't appear to be retracing their steps. Costa de Sol tracks many visitors, so that seems a likely target. They say it's owned by an entrepreneur named Gagaraju. Perhaps we can ask if he has spied anything out of the ordinary. The Costa del Sol. I ain't using no fucking ferryman. I'm getting kind of tired. I want to get this done as soon as possible. This way. Hey, Waistcoat. Yeah. What picturesque scenery. I hadn't expected Costa del Sol to be so grand. From what I gather, Gagaraju should be just up ahead. I don't suppose you're already acquainted with him? For better or for worse, yes. That's not very encouraging. But as long as you're on good enough terms, I'm sure we'll be fine. In any case, let's be on our way. Oh boy. Well, well, if it isn't our favorite intrepid adventurer, what business brings you to my abode? I'm here looking for a Lalafell and a Ur. Why, yes, I did spy that lovely specimen of a Ur. Alas, I was so entranced by her feminine wiles, I cannot recall any entourage of Lalafellan men or mammoths. Ah, would that I had never drank that wine she so gracefully gifted me. A single sip and I saw oh so many stars. Thought them wonderful in those first blissful moments. I partook of the drink amongst my retinue of kittens. Yet as the rush of stars subsided, I found myself surrounded by a flock of unfamiliar faces instead. First, I presumed the wine caught up to me faster than I anticipated. But time passed and the unknown faces stubbornly remained. I dashed across the shore in terror. In the midst of the mayhem, I could hear her, the wine-wielding beauty, maniacally laughing in the distance with some other chap. I feared these cackles would be the last thing I ever heard. Which is precisely why I found it appropriate to slap some sense back into him. Oh, nice. Judging by the way Master Gagaraju was darting around at the time, I suspected he'd been in his cups. Drank the whole bloody bottle too, so if you wish to investigate the wine itself, I'm afraid that won't be possible. Can you blame me? Questionability of her wine aside, that woman was immaculate, a sight for sore eyes. Any gentleman of taste would have fallen for her tricks. Though we may lack the drink in question, we received reports of mammoths roaming Raincatcher Gully not long after the incident. If you intended to investigate this further, you'd certainly be doing us a favor. Count on me. Any news of wayward mammoths is promising for us. We'll give the gully a look and relay to you whatever we find. Godspeed out there. Our next destination is clear. Before we depart, Hemo, might I have a word? Be back soon. Catch you later, Wiskayet. Based on Gagaraju's account, it's safe to say already has discovered a new poison. While similar to the hallucinatory toxin she used at Bronze Lake, it strikes terror into the hearts of its victims instead. I have a bad feeling about this. She's gaining proficiency with the heart sting at an alarming rate. We must tread carefully when next we cross paths with her. As for the mammoths, Noah doesn't seem the type to send them wandering around aimlessly. So I think they're bound to have some clues on them. If we can track those mammoths down in Raincatcher Gully, we may be able to discern what those two are planning next. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Let's go look for some mammoths. Oh dear.
Okay. Stuck on a rock yet again. There's been a bunch of getting stuck on a rock now.
Bam, take that.
Another one! Perfect. Yon Carbuncle. More damage.
Die already. Bam.
Victory. I'm literally just gonna kill things and just leave. Okay.
I think we've cleared out the mammoths. How fared your hunt?
Comprehensive report detailing Vilbrin's every waterway.
So they've been keeping a record of the island's rivers. Oddly enough, the mammoths I came across were patrolling the river as well. Now that they tested their poison in Bronze Lake Springs, do they mean to take to the rivers next? Hey, Mo! Watch out! Ah. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. My. That dart was laced with potent numbing toxin. But nothing bruises our favorite fairy apple, it seems. You never cease to amaze and annoy me in equal measure.
Quickly, cast Repose.
She's like to have the same manner of immunity as I. The village was positively brimming with poisonous flora and fauna after all. I have a request for you, my dears. Would you please give up on your little trinket? Pretty please. I wish only to revel in the fruits of my devilry, yet you continue to spoil my every attempt. And trust me, I despise our conflict as much as you do. Indeed, do you think we enjoy watching our finest mammoths suffer at your hands? Enough! If you truly wanted to end this, you'd hand over the heartstring. The scorpion's gifts weren't meant for a petulant, childish criminal like you. Eat all them fucking words. Fine then, no more Miss Nice Elret. But answer me this. Who have my antics killed, Who? No one, I remind you. So why must you refuse me? Why must the world refuse me? Our blighted society has never looked fondly upon my love for mischief. For years I despaired, until my unbound family and its leader granted me the greatest gifts of all, love and understanding. So long as I remain unbound, I care not what the wretched masses think. I shall play my tricks as my heart desires, and all who stand in defiance will know my wrath. That includes you, my dears. My next scheme will finally plunge this island into the chaos I so desperately crave, and I will stop at nothing to see it realized.
God damn it! You okay?
Sorry to worry you, Himo. I'm feeling much better now. Ashamed I didn't sense that mammoth's presence quickly enough. I'm glad you came out of the ambush unscathed. That aside, I wish they didn't use such putrid smoke to make their exits. I don't know if my nose or my stomach can take any more of those awful bombs. With Alrete and Kokanoe gone. Kokanoa gone. I doubt we'll be able to find much else here. Let's return to Costa del Sol and inform them of the latest.
Ooh, Torgal.
Shall we report to Garaju? Back already? How fortuitous!
Or ominous. Or both, even. I take it you found those wayward mammoths.
Did indeed kick their asses too.
Surveying Wilburn's waterways, are they?
After the recent poisoning at Camp Bronze Lake, we have reason to believe the culprits are planning to make Vilburn's rivers their next target.
The culprits are one and the same, then. My suspicion since I caught wind of the incident in Warm Wine Springs. Regardless, this bodes ill. We may not know which of these rivers they'll strike until it's too late.
Well, I shall not stand for any more preposterous poisonings. 'Twould be prudent to inform the maelstrom of these potential horrors. The one who poisoned you. Her name is Alrete. She stole something precious from my village, and I must recover it, no matter the cost. You learn anything of her whereabouts or her plans in the coming days, anything at all, I'd like to hear of it as well.
I was bent on finding her, eh? Brave one you are.
I couldn't possibly deprive a lovely lady of the information she requires. Worry not, for my servants shall sally forth in your general direction the moment they hear of Alrete's newest misdeeds. Oh, thank you. That'd be much appreciated. It's going to be an uphill battle, but we can't afford to let Alrete and Kokanoa elude us any further. Come, Hahemo, back to Limsa Lominsa with us. And away I go.
Alright, turn this in real fast.
Yay, we'll finally get to finish this off with a bang, right? We just get to beat up a bunch of mammoths. Honestly, what we need to do is we need to end the fight with repose. We need to end every, like, healer fight with repose and be all like, nope, we're a healer, we don't kill people.
Wait, hold on, wait. Get back. Okay.
And thank you as always for your support, Hahemo. Gigaruju was interesting, to say the least. But I'm glad we obtained the information we needed. I don't know why I allowed Alrete to say her piece. Should have swallowed my pain and taken out my spear. Could have apprehended her right then and there, and yet... It's okay. We like listening to people talk. There's no more room for mistakes. The longer Elrede lurks in the shadows, the greater the threat becomes. Countless lives are at risk. The next time we find her, we end her tricks once and for all. For now, I'll remain here and await news from Costa del Sol. Level 100. Woo! Materia. An antidote for anarchy. Loshkana is anxiously waiting word from Costa del Sol. I got a bottle of mesquite juice. Oh, there, Hemo. I've been on the lookout for anyone from Costa del Sol, but nothing yet. Perhaps we should travel over there ourselves, just in case. Master Hemo, Mistress Loshkana. Forgive me the sudden entrance, but I bring message from Master Kigaraju. Your quarry has been sighted in eastern Lenosha. Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't leave early. Thank you for bringing word. Where in eastern Lenosha were they last seen? Master Westkaya, but recently received a report from Mistress Brayflox, a trusted associate of his. We're told a number of inbreakers with fighting tools and tinker dolls infiltrated her long stop. We have little doubt the inbreakers and tinker dolls she speaks of are Elrede and her troop. I see. Then we best find the Sprayfloxen soon. Indeed. You're likely to find her by the entrance to her long stop in Raincatcher Gully. My master and his associates will wish you good hunting. I know the place well. I'll show it to you, Loshkana. It's great. We should get a first-hand account from Brayflox as well. Perhaps she'll have more to tell. Let's be off, Hemo. Yay!
Why play? Oh, I'm falling asleep.
It's happening again. It's 4 a.m. What else are you expecting? Alright, let's do this. Hey, Brayflox. Oh, wait. Oh, Christ, it's all stuck. Hold up. Hold on. Wait. Alright, got it unstuck now.
Uplander Gummy-Friend returns to Longstop.
So, this is Brayflox. I told her she reminded me of a moblin, but I got a bit of a scolding for that. Not mobbies, she said. Gobbies.
Yes, gobbies. And gobbies require handlining to backstrike at inbreakers. Inbreakers bring big flock of tinker dolls to search for water gush.
Water gush? Does Elrede mean to poison the in island's water source? This must be why they were researching the rivers. Toxins are strong enough, anyone, or anything, that draws near the water would grow terribly ill. All of Vilbrin would fall into disarray.
Poison makes no good for Gobbyflock, no good for Vilbrin. Narrow hearts in need of many punishings.
This goes far beyond trickery. We must end Elrede's ambitions here and now. I doubt she'll come quietly, and she has a heart sting at her disposal. But with your aid, Hemo, I know we can take it back. As soon as you're ready, we'll storm the long stop.
Chase Narrowheart inbreakers and backtake Longstop.
Well, this is it. Ready to storm the long stop, Hemo? Duty calls. Commence battle for an antidote for anarchy. Proceed. There they are. Ooh, I knew bringing those bits and bobs for battle was a good idea. After some manner of surrender with heartfelt embraces and handing over magic heirlooms, you've come to the wrong long stop, my dear. You monster. You plan to poison every waterway in Vilbrin, don't you? But of course. The trick is to let the poison stew for a few bells. With a healthy helping of those tantalizing toxins and a dollop of advanced alchemical processes, poof! This eyesore of an island will get a taste of my finest work yet. My latest masterpiece neither dissipates nor evaporates, and no amount of inherent immunity can save you from its influence. It may be safe to the touch, but one tiny sip will have you begging for mercy. That's no jest, by the way. I won't begin to describe what manner of havoc the experimental doses wreaked on me, but I would look forward to seeing how it affects the general populace. Oh yes, the residents of Limsa and its adorable little hamlets rely on this water. So very many people, blissfully unaware of what's to come. And every single one of those wretches will be at the mercy of our malice. Every single one! She unleashes those toxins into the waterways. It's going to end up far worse than Bronze Lake. The only wretches I see here are you two. Your precious scorpion once hunted prey with these poisons, yes? Perhaps I should learn from its example and revel in the thrill of the chase. I suspect that's my cue to back away. I'd rather watch the chaos unfold from a safe distance. These venomous gifts keep on giving. My very aether is infused with their essence. So now, my dears. Unbound Aurete Venomheart. It's time I hunt you for a change. I'll lead the charger, Hamo. You focus on healing. Okay. Go get her. My dear sweet fairy apple, I'm afraid you soured on me. Prepare to perish, phlebotomized. Holy shit. Pesky pest problems call for alchemical solutions. What the fuck? Gods, that's bitter. He's got a bunch of fucking buffs. A little poison never killed any. Oh, wait, I lied. Oh well. Stinging anguish. That's rough. Cleansed anguish. Next trick, I give you a venomous gift to hurt what heals you. Ta-da! Oh shit. Such terrible power. I'm gonna break out the El Rene special. Those tunnels are about to take their toll if she's not careful. Oh, perfect. Ooh, I know. Why don't we set your heads a spinning? Bewildering. Oh. Oh, what a marvelous mess you're in. If you don't hurry, it'll only get messier. Just begun, my dears. I've plenty more where that came from. My head. Down for the count. Grow weary of your tenacity. Mammoths, to your positions! Nothing we can't handle. Turn them into scrap metal. Oh, for the love of... Pull yourself together already. Whee! I'll be fine. Just a few more drops. Yeah, she's got an overdose. Can you withstand this, I wonder? Holy shit, that was a lot. Skin Eater Surge. Oh, desperate times, as they say. I'll summon the defective mammoths. I'm sorry. The what? Faulty little shites. What in the hell are you doing? Initiating self-destruct protocol, that's what. Oh, great. It's a Shiva pattern. Call them off! Call them off, damn it! Whee! Ah! I'll handle the rest, Coconoa. Be a good little goldsmith and sit this out. Ah, poison here, poison there, poison, poison everywhere. Keeps me hanging. Let's keep an eye on already. Stubborn worms. I will end you, do you hear me? We're rotten to the core. Why do you persist? Oh, nice. No, no, no! My Sonics! They betrayed me! I can't move. Turn the heart sting. now. I don't feel so good. Duty complete. You hate to see it. Ooh, an S rank. Enough, Elrete. We must escape while we still can. A smoke bomb, quickly. Fine. Have it your way. Wait! That's a goblin maid! No, no, no! You'll rue the day you made enemies of the Unbound! Wonder how well that sounded. That would be great. She's left quite the mess behind her. Nothing the Heartsting can't detoxify, though. Let's hurry and clear away the poison.
There you are, Hemo. Came running once we heard the explosion, but I'm pleased to see you're none the worse for wear. There we go.
Elrede and Kokinoa picked up the wrong explosive. We should consider ourselves fortunate that goblin bombs resemble unbound smoke bombs. Alright.
Gobby booms and friendly faces win the day. Inbreakers go flying skyward.
We made our putting rounds of the long stop as well. The enemy mammoths patrolling the place have all gone lifeless. Your treasure is safe, I trust.
Yes, thanks to Hehemo's support.
Very good. Should those troublemakers survive the impending fall, they won't pose the same threat without it. They do happen to show their sorry faces round here again. I've notified the Yellow Jackets to be on the lookout for them. They send their regards, and their deepest gratitude, of course.
The Heartsting is safe again. Thank you for everything, Hehemo. And thank you to you, Brave Locks. We might not have found Elrede and Kokinoa without you.
Brayflax happy gives hand lending. Important for all good gobbies to offer hand lending to fellow gobby friends.
It's an honor to be counted among your gobby friends. Now, as eager as I am to get the Heartsting back safely back to Tyrol, I can say my goodbyes to everyone here first, if that's all right. Wyslum and Zarig deserve to know how everything transpired in the end, for one thing. Shall we make our way to Aleport?
Sure.
Big thanks to Uplander. Many, many big thanks.
Oh, you're on airport.
I'm relieved our troubles are over, but I've never been good at farewells.
Hey, Mo. It's good to see you and Miss Loshkana as well.
I met you two. How fares the hunt for already?
Finished her off. She went flying.
Sent them flying, did ya? Now those are what I call good tidings. To think that they could fuse a goblin explosive for their own smoke bombs. Ha! Serves them right, I say.
Michelos Kana's heirloom returned. We can breathe a collective sigh of relief. I, for one, am pleased there will be no more risk of poison elixirs. I wouldn't have wished those hiccups on my worst enemy.
By the by, Michelos Kana, I knew you traveled far to get here. I didn't realize you hailed from Tyrol. It's quite a voyage. Will you be heading home soon?
Yes, that's right. Vilburn's a fascinating place. My village is probably worried sick about me. And the Heartsting, too, of course.
Though your time here was short, you'll be sorely missed.
We still have much to learn, but one day, perhaps we might find our way to Tyrol as well. Oh, that would be wonderful. And when you do, I'll look forward to hearing about all your adventures. Hearing all about your adventures, actually.
And you? We had a feeling you were no ordinary adventurer. Imagine our surprise when we learned you were the savior of the realm himself. One of our yellow-jacketed acquaintances boasted about meeting the Warrior of Light while investigating the serial poisonings. That's when it dawned on us. She sends her regards, by the way.
Oh.
We've miles to go before we reach your lofty heights, but God's willing. We'll try to rise to the challenge.
Indeed. You've given me much to aspire to as a fellow healer. I shall do my utmost to follow your shining example.
Be well, you two. Maybe we meet again on distant shores.
Thank you both for your help. I'll never forget it. Time I return to Tulu Yolal. It'd mean the world to me if you'd come too, Hehemu. Wouldn't want to report our success to Naipine without you. Naipine.
Back to Tulu Yolal.
Wow. Wow. All's well that ends well.
Moshkana, and Hehemu as well. Your combined presence here could only mean one thing.
Hehemu and I have brought the Heartsting home.
So you have, so you have. I regret that I could not assist you, but I am relieved that all is well. Words cannot express my gratitude to you both.
I bet the Heartsting was no easy task. I learned a great deal on my journey to Eorzea. One of the Unbound, a man called Kokonoa, possessed an inherent immunity to poison, built up by years of regularly ingesting small amounts. Rather than relying solely on the scorpion's gifts to detoxify us, perhaps we might learn from those traditions and build up a stronger immunity of our own. It would be prudent to prepare ourselves in case something like this ever happens again. Or continue living among the deadly. Perhaps it's time we found a new way to overcome the challenges we face. Throughout my life in the village, I thought I knew everything there was to know about the Heartsting. But I now understand that the Scorpion's gifts can easily become a curse in the wrong hands. Power can poison a single water source, threaten countless lives, on a whim. At the same time, its detoxifying powers can save just as many. I begin to wonder, could the Heartsting provide succor outside our village? Should it? Or will the risks prove too great?
Excellent questions all. Knowing what the Heartsting is capable of outside of our borders, we must consider this carefully for the future of our people. I am certain your father will wish to speak more of it upon our return.
As you can see, our community has much to consider for it to keep thriving. For the moment, I'm simply glad the Heartsting is back in Tyrol. I can't thank you enough for your help. Until I met you, I'd never hunted alongside a healer. But knowing I had your support filled me with courage. Yours is a heartening presence. I'm going to miss dearly. You have my gratitude and my trust, Hehemu, now and forever. But as much as I'd like to, I won't keep you any longer. Epina and I have a long trek home. I wish you all the best, and I hope, no, I know, we'll meet again someday. Heart stings, a heavy burden. Yeah. And with that, that's the end of the healer quests. So until then, I will get back into the spot I was before. I will see you all on the next one. That's right. I just turned it off. Okay. See you all on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Mind sharp. Stay safe out there. Goodbye.